3 screen. 1 screen button. Lite music. Smart switch. Clock. Android system. AZU screen. Micro Jieshuo. Jieshuo lite. Jieshuo lite. Jieshuo lite. Provide by Android Blind World, thanks to Mohammed Waqas Farouk. Welcome to Jieshuo Screen Reader. Welcome to Jieshuo Screen Reader. Setup Wizard button. Setup Wizard button. Setup Wizard button. Check permission status. Next button. Cancel button. Close button. Jieshuo Screen Reader needs some basic permissions to work. For instance, storage permission is used to read sound schemes, extensions, or any other external data from the device. Click on Next to continue and grant all required permissions, or click Cancel to exit the software. Close button. Cancel button. Next button. All files access. Back. All files access. Off allow access to manage all files. Off allow access to manage all files. Allow this app to read, modify, and delete all files on this device or any connected storage volumes. If granted, app may access files without your explicit knowledge. Back. All files access. On allow access to manage all files.
1:15 a.m.
Off allow access. On allow access to manage. Setup Wizard. Setup Wizard. Check permission status. Check display pop-up window permission status. Check Ignore battery optimization. Check permissions. Setup Wizard. Welcome to Jieshuo. Setup Wizard button. Check permission status. Jieshuo Screen Reader needs some basic permissions to work. For instance, storage permission is used to read sound schemes. Jieshuo Screen. Close button. Cancel button. Next button. All files access. Back. All files access. On allow access to. Allow this app to read, modify, and delete all files on this device or any connected storage volumes. If granted, app may access files without your explicit knowledge. Back. On allow access to manage all files. Close button. Invert swiping gestures. First, let's set the basic Invert swipe gestures button. Read usage hints. Next, let's decide whether you wish to receive usage hints from the screen reader. Usage hints are short messages spoken on any element. These messages can help you to operate a given control, but if you are already familiar with the screen reader operation, it is recommended to switch them off for faster experience. Do you wish to receive these hints? Close No Yes. Read usage hints. Close button. No button. Allow reading of element indexes and display range in lists. Lists are a very important part of the Android user interface. Now you will decide whether you want the screen reader to read various information about the current list, notably the index of the currently focused element or the display range of the list. Do you wish this information to be read? Close No Yes. No button. Automatically read notifications from the notification bar. Please select whether you want the screen reader to read notifications. Notifications include incoming SMS messages, weather forecasts, or any other information generated by your device. It is recommended to enable notifications, but if you don't want to be interrupted during your work, you can switch them off. It is worth noting that Jieshuo screen reader has a feature called Notification Box, which might make it much easier to view notifications on some devices. Read notifications, don't read notifications, close. Read notifications button. Don't read Use a single TTS engine. Jieshuo screen reader can use two TTS engines at the same time. The main TTS engine will be used to read most of the information, while the secondary TTS engine will be used to read notifications and other less important content. Use a single TTS engine. Use two TTS engines at the same time. Close eyes. Use a single TTS engine button. The setup wizard is completed. Should you need to run the basic setup wizard again, go to General Settings. Setup wizard. OK, help screen gesture scheme help. OK button. Help screen button. Gesture scheme help button. OK button. Alert. If you are on Android 13 or above, you might. OK button. Cancel button. Cancel button. Setup wizard. Setup wizard. Check permission status. Permissions not granted. Cancel. OK. Access approximate location only in the foreground. Directly call phone numbers. Modify or delete the contents of your shared storage. Read the contents of your shared storage. Access list of installed apps. Record audio. Discover and pair nearby Bluetooth devices. OK button. Permissions. Deny button. Allow Jieshuo lite to access contacts? Deny button. Once button. Allow only while using the app button. Once button. Allow Jieshuo lite to access call history? Once button. Allow only while using the app button. Deny button. Allow Jieshuo lite to take photos and record videos? Deny button. Allow only while using the app button. Allow Jieshuo lite to access location info? Unchecked approximate location. Deny button. Once button. Deny button. Selected checked precise location. Deny button. Once button. Allow Jieshuo lite to use microphone for recording audio? Once button. Allow only while using the app button. Allow all the time button. Allow only while using the app button. Deny button. Allow Jieshuo lite to access info about installed apps? Allow Jieshuo lite to access info about installed apps. Allow all the time button. Allow Jieshuo lite to make calls and access device info? Including the following:
1:25 a.m.
Deny button. Allow all the time button. Deny button. Allow Jieshuo lite to access photos, videos, and audio stored on this device? Allow all the time button. Deny button. Allow Jieshuo lite to discover and connect to the devices nearby? Deny button. Allow all the time button. Setup wizard. Check permission status. Check display pop-up window permission status. Display pop-up window permission has not been granted. Jieshuo screen reader uses the overlay windows for things like displaying menus, recognition results, or for the curtain mode. Cancel grant permission. Cancel button. Grant permission button. Application icon. Bing. Jieshuo lite. Jieshuo. Jieshuo lite. Display over other apps. Back. Display over other apps. Off allow display over other apps. On Jieshuo lite. Check display pop-up window permission status. Check ignore battery optimization permission status. Ignore battery optimization permission has been granted. Battery optimization can help to extend battery life, but it will cause the screen reader to shut down or hibernate unexpectedly. It is recommended to grant the ignore battery optimization permission for better stability and use the dedicated power saving mode for extending battery life. OK. OK button. Setup wizard. Check permission status. Check display pop-up window permission. Check ignore battery. Check notification display permission status. Check file management permission. Check alarm and reminder permission. Check automatic startup permission status. About Jieshuo screen reader. Extensions. Advanced settings. TTS settings. General settings. Checked invert swiping gestures. Controls whether the swipe gestures are inverted in the default gesture scheme. When they are inverted, left and right swipes navigate by items while up and down. Swipes execute the shortcut actions. Unchecked use custom gestures. Checked. Custom gesture scheme settings. General settings. TTS settings. Feedback settings. TTS settings. General settings. TTS
1:30
settings.
a.m.
TTS settings. Custom symbol definition settings. Word exclusions and symbol handling. Other settings. Unchecked. Use the unchecked pause speech while microphone is in use. Unchecked. Slow down speech while in character. Unchecked queue notifications. Unchecked queue notification. Unchecked. Slow down speech while checked. Unchecked bypass Bluetooth speaker or headphones while generating speech. Unchecked pause speech while microphone is in use. Checked. Unchecked, use the enhanced accessibility volume control. If the accessibility volume fluctuates frequently, you can try to enable this option. Checked. Unchecked enhanced screen locking prevention mechanism. It is recommended to check this option if the other option does not work. Checked. Unchecked, read numbers as single digits. Unchecked, red punctuation. Checked. Checked read punctuation. Other settings. Unchecked read custom symbol definitions. System TTS set. Scenario adapt. Secondary TTS. Main TTS engine. TTS volume 100. TTS rate 50. Checked use a single TTS engine. TTS pitch 50. Unchecked audio ducking controls, whether the volume of all other sounds is lowered while Jieshuo is speaking. Checked. Unchecked use accessibility volume. Checked. Checked use accessibility volume. Unchecked. Use the proximity sensor controls, whether speech is stopped when the proximity sensor is approached. Checked. Unchecked. Stop reading when touching the screen. Checked. Checked. Prevent the screen from locking while speaking. Controls whether the screen is kept awake while Jieshuo is speaking. Main TTS engine. Secondary TTS engine. Single TTS engine option is enabled. You must disable the use a single TTS engine option to use a secondary TTS engine. Do you want to proceed? Cancel OK. Cancel button. OK button. Off. TTS pitch 50. TTS volume. TTS rate 50. TTS rate acceleration 1. Open system TTS engine. Select TTS engine system.
1:35 a.m.
Unchecked multilingual TTS COM into multilingual TTS. Open multilingual TTS pitch 50. Unchecked use accessibility volume. Unchecked use accessibility volume. Checked. Unchecked. Use the proximity. Checked. Unchecked. Stop reading when touching. Secondary TTS engine. Secondary TTS engine. Main TTS engine. TTS settings. Feedback settings. TTS settings. Feedback settings. Sound scheme default. Sound scheme. Checked default. Unchecked computer. NVDA Windows. Sound scheme computer. NVDA Windows 2024. Mandlia. Operation settings. Gesture scheme description. Gesture scheme custom. Gestures default settings. Manage. Customize standard view element. Customize web page element navigation. Default navigation gestures style. Unchecked global alternative granularity navigation. Swipe down then up or up then down to switch navigation type in all views, and swipe down up to move within the selected type. Use right-left swipes to move the focus. Characters. Words. Sentences. Paragraphs. Default. Customize web page element navigation. Customize standard view element navigation. Unchecked. Remember the selected navigation type when changing windows. Checked. Shortcut gestures settings. Unchecked, use multi-finger gestures. Checked. Unchecked, use edge gestures. Controls whether the edge gestures are enabled. Edge gesture settings. Unchecked, use multi-part gesture set. Checked, disable custom. Checked, use the new text navigation and selection. Unchecked, modify default back and recent gestures in text boxes. When enabled, the swipe right then left gesture will state the character count, while the left then right gesture will spell the contents of the text box. This works only when the gestures are in their default state. Unchecked, modify. Checked. Gestures. Gesture scheme custom. Gesture scheme. Gesture scheme. Gesture scheme manager. Per application gesture scheme. Gaming mode settings. Navigation settings. Checked, use detailed focusing.
1:40 a.m.
Unchecked, improve node rendering speed. Turning on this option might increase the response speed of some software. However, compatibility can be broken. Checked. Checked, wrap navigation. Unchecked, warn before navigation wrapping occurs. Checked. Unchecked, use new web browsing handler. The new web browser handling method might increase the web browsing speed, however, it might also cause instability. If you find web browsing unstable after enabling this option, please disable it. Checked. Unchecked. Automatically scroll pages. Controls. Whether pages are automatically scrolled when the last item of a multi-page view is reached. Checked. Unchecked. Automatically switch between on-screen windows. Unchecked, use the node browsing mode. Clicking settings. Shortcut keys settings. Unchecked, use the headset button controls whether the headset key is used to control the screen reader. The short press of the key moves the focus to the next item. A medium-length press activates the element under the focus. And finally, the long press of the key activates the voice assistant. Checked. Unchecked. Use the keyboard arrow keys as cursor keys. Checked. Checked. Use the volume. Unchecked. When reading a long text, press the volume keys to adjust the speech volume. Checked. Unchecked. Show the system volume panel while adjusting volume. Checked. Use the volume keys. Long press of the volume up key while the screen is locked. Timer. Short press of the volume down key. Long press of the volume down key. Voice assistant. Long press of the volume down key while the screen is locked. Unchecked. Use the volume button multi-press feature. Checked. Hotkey scheme settings. Operation settings. Reading settings. Reading settings. Dynamic content reading settings. Extensions. Tools. Download additional resources. More. Extensions. Advanced settings. Other settings. Power management settings. Language settings. Power management. Power management settings. Power management settings. Unchecked power saving mode. It is recommended to check this option when the standby power consumption is too high. Checked. Unchecked. Prevent killing the screen reader. It is recommended to check this option if the screen reader is often killed by the system battery optimization mechanisms. Checked. Power management settings.
AM.
Other settings. Use Jieshuo wallpaper, beta. Typing settings. Unchecked suspend browse by touch while keyboard is shown. Checked double tap to type. Checked speak keyboard elements as you touch. Unchecked read capital letters while typing. Checked. Unchecked speak example words for letters while. Checked. Checked read candidates. Unchecked. Checked echo typed characters. Checked echo typed words. Checked speak passwords. Operation settings. Unchecked. Use one finger full screen. Unchecked remember position of the focus. Checked. Unchecked. Read the remembered focused item. Checked. Unchecked prevent accidental touches. Checked. Unchecked prevent accidental touches on lock screen only. Checked. Unchecked. Allow resuming browse by touch or speech feedback, and browse by touch exclusively from the notification bar or by simultaneous pressing of the volume keys. Operation setting. Article reading mode setting. Timer settings. Navigate up button. Time reading interval. Every 15 minutes, unavailable. Time announcement, TDS settings. Time announcement, TTS settings. Unchecked. Automatic. Checked announce with speech. Time announcement, unchecked. Automatically read the time controls. Whether the time should be automatically read at the specified intervals. Checked. Time reading interval, every 15 minutes. Unchecked, every 10 minutes. Unchecked, every 5 minutes. Active hours 8, 9, 10. Unchecked 2. Unchecked 0. Checked. Unchecked 1. Checked. 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 Checked 8. OK button. Active hours 0, 1, 2, 3. Checked announce with speech. Timer interval 10 minutes. Unchecked 15 minutes. Unchecked 5 minutes. Timer interval 5 minutes. Checked announce with haptics. Checked announce with sound. Timer manager. Timer settings.
1:50 a.m.
Article reading mode settings. Operation settings. Typing settings. OCR settings. Voice assistant and translation settings. Speech recognition language, Chinese simplified. Checked Chinese. Unchecked Chinese Cantonese. Unchecked English. Speech recognition language English. Unchecked switch to text for voice assistant and inquire by voice functions. Chat history. Speech recognition language English. Recognition engine default. Checked default. Unchecked speech recognition and synthesis from Google.com.Google and Cancel button. Unchecked Me AI speech. And unchecked speech recognition and recognition engine speech recognition. Voice command settings. Super voice commands. Voice assistant capabilities settings. Checked automatically. Checked automatically. Unchecked. Source language automatic. Target language Chinese. Unchecked Kyrgyz. Unchecked Galician. Unchecked Latvian. Unchecked Marshallese. Unchecked Maithili. Unchecked Maori. Unchecked Hmong. Unchecked Maltese. Unchecked Hmong. Unchecked Norwegian. Unchecked Bengali. Unchecked Maori. Unchecked Mauritian Creole. Unchecked Manx. Unchecked Maithili. Unchecked Marshallese. Unchecked Macedonian. Unchecked Malayalam. Unchecked Malagasy. Unchecked Marathi. Unchecked Burmese. Target language Burmese. Unchecked. Use a custom translation engine. Edit custom translation. Search engine Bing. Unchecked. Use voice dictation when holding your finger on the text box. Checked. Append the text to the unchecked. Enable touch and hold to inquire about current. Unchecked. Mute media volume while unchecked. Enable touch and hold to unchecked. Mute media volume while the voice assistant is listening. Unchecked. Use voice dictation. Checked. Append the text to the unchecked. Enable touch and hold. Unchecked. Mute media. Checked. Navigate up button. Voice assistant and translation settings. Scheduled tasks. Power management settings. Other settings. Use Jieshuo wallpaper. Power management. Language setting. Backup and restore. Local backup. Local backup. Local restore. Local restore. Selecting this option lets you restore settings from a previously created backup. Please note that this option will overwrite your current settings. Cancel OK. Cancel button. OK button. Successfully restored, OK? OK button. Local backup. Backup and power management settings. Advanced settings. Jieshuo lite. Micro G settings.